In this video, we're going to try to install the header panel on your Jeep Grand Cherokee located behind the front grille. Now across the top of our grille, there's going to be 4 7mm screws. Ours is missing 2 of them. Across the bottom of the grille, there should be 3 more screws, 1 here, 1 over here, and then 1 on the end. Ours are missing. Remove your grille, set that aside. On the inside of our fender liner here on the edge of the bumper, we're going to find 3 securing plastic push pins holding these 2 together. I'm going to use a punch or a pick here, and we're going to punch out the center of these here. I'm going to use our trim tool and go ahead and pop off the top. Now you will have to source replacement buttons here. And inside the fender liner right here, you're going to find a 10mm bolt. We're going to go ahead, loosen and remove that. Go ahead and repeat for the other side. Across the bottom of our bumper here, there's going to be 3 plastic push pins going up. We're going to use our trim tool. We're going to go ahead and pop this out. The center should come out, and then get in behind the main section and it'll pop that out. So that's what it should look like. And repeat for the other 2. These are reusable. Now, if your vehicle is equipped with fog lights, you want to go ahead and disconnect the electrical connector behind our inner fender liner here. If you pull on the bumper, right here, you're going to find a plastic trim button. Use your trim tool. Go ahead and pop that off. Peel out the fender liner. And we're going to locate our fog light right here. And we're just going to lift up on a little tab here and disconnect the electrical connector. Pop that off. Go ahead and do the same for the other side. Now grab our bumper on the edge here and gently pull forward. We're going to work our way around to the passenger side while supporting the bumper. Grab the middle and pull that off. Now, if your vehicle has fog lights, you want to go ahead, loosen and remove the 10mm nuts, swap out your fog lights. Don't forget to swap over the foam bumper impact pad. When you have that off, there'll be hardware on the backside to swap over your license plate bracket. Go ahead and do so. On the top of your headlamp here, you're going to find a 7mm screw. I'm going to use our ratchet. Let's go ahead and loosen and remove that. Go ahead and set that screw aside. This goes all the way down. It's basically a locking pin with the threaded portion on the top. I'm going to set that aside. Next, we're going to pull the headlamp assembly out. There is going to be 3 ball and socket clips on this holding the lamp into position. So you want to kind of grab the corner here and pull outward. Good, and pull that out. On the back side of your lamp, I want to go ahead and disconnect our lights. We're just going to twist and unlock these here. Counterclockwise. Twist all of these. Remove the headlamp assembly and set it aside. Now go ahead and repeat for the other side. Now remove our header panel. Is going to be a series of T30 screws holding this unit in place. Let's go ahead and loosen and remove all of these. Over here on the passenger side, there is a sensor. It's actually held in with a screw on the other side. Instead of disconnecting the harness, we're just going to pull this out a little bit. We'll come around the back side and remove that screw. On the other side right here, there's a plastic clip securing it to the fender. You want to use a small flathead screwdriver. You're going to come around the top side of it, and there's a little spring clip on the top. You're just going to press down on that gently and pull this out. It might take a couple tries to do it. And repeat that for the other side. Go ahead and bring this forward a little bit. For our sensor here, there's a 7mm screw on the other side. We're using our shallow socket and 1/4" ratchet. I'll remove that. Just pop that out. We're going to use our trim tool. Just pop a little retainer button out here. Now the air deflector right here, there's one on the passenger side as well as the driver's side. There is a plastic button right here. And get behind there. Pop that out. Repeat for the other side. And right here is the headlight connector for all of the lights and marker lights. There's a red lock tab. I want to go ahead and unlock that. So you're just going to slide that red lock tab over. You're going to press down on this little tab. Go ahead and disconnect that. Repeat for the other side. With those disconnected, you can go ahead and remove the header panel, remove the light assemblies and set those aside. Now each side you have plastic sockets. There's going to be 3 per side, and these secure the headlamps in place. Could use a pocket screwdriver and just gently pop those out, releasing the clips on the back side. You want to go ahead and install those into the replacement header panel. Go ahead and take your clips, line those up, and push those into place. Once you have those all in, repeat for the other side. And take your lamp assembly here, or lighting assembly with the harness, feed that through. Going to connect that. Press it until you hear it lock into place, and press that red lock tab over. I'm going to go ahead and repeat for the other side. The next thing we want to do is install your sensor on the passenger side. And line that up, push that through. Take our screw, get that started on the back side. And let's go ahead and snug down that screw. Once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more, just snug that into place. We now go ahead and install our air deflectors here with the rubber and the plastic push pins. Push that plastic push pin through. For the air deflector, we're going to repeat for the driver's side. Now on our header panel on the ends where it connects to the fender, there is a retainer that goes in this hole. It's a spring-loaded clip, but it locks onto the header panel. This is what it looks like right here. It's a little post with a little spring clip on the top. Now you're going to take a pocket screwdriver and you need to press down on this little retainer on the bottom. And this should slide down like so. And it slides out through the bottom. You're going to swap this over. Put that on the back side, slide it up into place. And once you have this clip installed, go ahead and repeat for the other side. Go ahead and bring the header panel up into position. Going to install our upper screw here. This is our Torx bit. We'll install the lower one. Once you have that started, let's go ahead and push our clip into the fender. Now that we have our clip installed here, let's go ahead and snap our header panel in on the passenger side. Now, as you're installing the header panel here, you want to make sure that your tabs are not down below, getting stuck or anything. Make sure your tabs are up top. In the very center, there's a button that lines up in that little metal plate right here. Get that lined up. Next, we're going to continue to install our Torx bit screws. Now we can go ahead and snug these down gently. Do not over tighten because you can crack this here. Gently going to snug them down. Install all of your headlights. Once you have all of your bulbs locked in, next thing you want to do is line up the ball studs here with the sockets. There's going to be 3 of them. Line those up and gently push the headlight straight back. Snapping that into position. Install the pin. And go ahead and snug that down. Once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more. You don't want to over tighten it and crack the plastic, so just make sure that that's snug. Go ahead and repeat for the passenger side. Go ahead and line up your bumper with your lights. The bumper should slide in right underneath the header panel, underneath the lights. Go ahead and push our fender liner back here. Line this up, and we want to get that screw started in here. Now as you're tightening this here, you want to go ahead and push that bumper back so it lines up with the fender itself. Go ahead and snug that down gently. Go ahead and repeat for the other side. Now we saw some replacement push pins. You want to push that through the liner and lock our button in. We're going to repeat for the other two here, and then over to the passenger side. On the bottom side, I'm going to install our push pins here. Good. Connect your fog light. And then install a clip for the bottom side here. Go ahead and repeat for the passenger side. Now we're going to install our grille. I'm going to line this up. Pop this into place. Now we went ahead and sourced the correct amount of screws to install our grille. Our original one was missing screws because the header panel was broken. So we're installing 4 screws across the top. Now we're snugging these down just enough to the point where the bottom of the grille is pulled in all the way. The bumper bracket on the back side, the plastic, does not have to go flush all the way to the back to the header panel itself. There's a little bit of a gap there. The grille is snug in place. Make sure it's like that all around. But if you continue to tighten this, you can risk breaking the header panel mount or cracking the grille. Once those screws bottom out, just give it a little bit more. They don't have to be super tight. You're just securing plastic into plastic.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.